MLBJacob Shafer at Jacob's Shafer featured ColumnistApril 2, 2019. Dennis Poroy, Getty ImagesEven. With the 2019 MLB season underway, it's okay to gaze ahead and wonder who will wow us in the future. Specifically, which young players, either at the MLB or MiLB level, possess the most superstar upside. For our purposes, young means anyone who was no older than 24 on opening day and hasn't already enjoyed multiple All-Star or All-Star caliber campaigns. We'll pick one name per franchise, even if a few worthy candidates may exist. Maybe they cracked the big league roster out of spring training, maybe they're marinating in the minors. Regardless, they've got the skills, upside and pedigree to dominate at the highest level. Jim McIsaac, Getty Image. Baltimore Orioles of Neil Diaz. The key return in the trade that sent Manny Machado to the Los Angeles Dodgers last summer, hit .306 with a home run in 36 spring at-bats and begins the season at Double-A for the Baltimore Orioles. Overall, the 22-year-old has hit .282 across 3 minor league seasons and has the tools to be a strong everyday player. If he keeps hitting, the rebuilding O's won't keep him down long. Boston Red Sox 3B. Rafael Devers hit 21 home runs and 24 doubles in 121 games last season and taxied onto the stardom runway. The 22-year-old could achieve full liftoff for the Boston Red Sox in 2019 after he hit .385 with a .954 ops in the Grapefruit League and went 6 for 17 with a pair of doubles to kick off the new campaign. New York Yankees INF. Gleyber Torres hit .271 with 24 home runs and finished third in 2018's American League Rookie of the Year balloting. Can he make the jump from possible star to unambiguous star for the New York Yankees? All signs point to yes for the 22-year-old Venezuelan. He's just a confident kid that loves the game, manager Aaron Boone said, per Dan Martin of the New York Post. He's one of those guys that wants to be great. You feel like he's on a mission and expects a lot out of himself. Tampa Bay Rays INF. Willy Adames hit just .178 this spring for the Tampa Bay Rays, though he did launch a pair of home runs. He made the opening day roster as the club's starting shortstop, then he opened the season 0 for 10 with 6 strikeouts. The small market Rays should be patient with the 23-year-old, who hit .278 with 10 home runs in 85 games for Tampa Bay last season and clearly has nothing left to prove in the minors. Touted infield prospect Wander Franco warrants mention, but he has yet to play above Single-A. For the moment, we'll give this spot to Adames. Toronto Blue Jays 3B. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Vladimir Guerrero Jr.'s MLB debut was delayed by a spring oblique injury, but the malady shouldn't keep him away for long. 20-year-old hit .381 with a 1.073 ops across 4 minor league levels last season and entered the exhibition slate with a shot to make the Toronto Blue Jays' 25-man roster. Service time shenanigans aside, we've said all along he's on an expedited time frame. He's a younger age than every player in all of AAA this year, so we are not holding him back, Jays president Mark Shapiro told Sportsnet TV via MLB.com. We're speeding him up. Charlie Riedel, Associated Press. Chicago White Sox. For Eloy Jimenez. The Chicago White Sox's Eloy Jimenez has the makings of a new breed of slugger. Despite going 9 for 37 with 11 strikeouts in the Cactus League, he made the big league club. He's yet to flex his power, but he collected 2 hits Saturday against the Kansas City Royals, including his first MLB knock. Everyone was pretty pumped for him. White Sox manager Rick Renteria said, per Paul Sullivan of the Chicago Tribune. Obviously it's a big day. For us, hopefully the first of many to come. Cleveland Indians RHP Triston McKenzie. A back strain put a damper on Triston McKenzie's spring and sidelined him for at least 6 weeks as of March 12. Last season, he battled the forearm injury. Still, the 21-year-old posted a 2.68 ERA over 90.2 innings at Double-A in 2018 and has the arsenal of a frontline starting pitcher. Ability, obviously, is the question. Detroit Tigers RHP Casey Mizat. Rebuilding Detroit Tigers can afford to be patient with their prospects. On the other hand, if a guy is ready to roll, you roll with him. So it may be for Casey Mize, who was brought aboard as the #1 overall pick of the 2018 draft. The 21-year-old impressed Tigers manager Ron Gardenhire this spring. He's on a mission. Gardenhire said, per Anthony Fennick of the Detroit Free Press. He's going to push the envelope on our bosses here, because he's going to be a fast-track guy. He's got stuff. He's got Major League stuff right now. Kansas City Royals, INF Adalberto Mondesi. Kansas City Royals fans are about to suffer through a protracted rebuild. They're also allowed to get excited about Adalberto Mondesi. After playing in bits of MLB seasons between 2016 and 2018, the 23-year-old opened the 2019 calendar by going 4 for 12 with 2 triples and 3 RBI. Will it last? Maybe. Is it fun to dream on? You bet. Minnesota Twins SS Royce Lewis an oblique injury limited him this spring. He turns 20 on June 5th. But Royce Lewis is already a big piece of the Minnesota Twins' plans. The first overall pick in 2017, Lewis posted an .803 ops between single-A and high-A last year. A September call-up isn't out of the question, and he could be a mainstay in the middle infield by 2020. Jennifer Stewart, Getty Images Houston Astros, of Kyle Tucker. Kyle Tucker hit .332 with a .989 ops at AAA and slurped his first MLB cup of coffee in 2018. This spring, he went 7 for 29 with 9 strikeouts and made it easy for the Astros to send him down. That said, the touted 22-year-old could be a factor for Houston in 2019, particularly if veteran right fielder Josh Reddick, who hit .242 with a .318 on-base percentage last season, continues to slide. Los Angeles Angels, of Joe Adell. Los Angeles Angels are trying to build a winner around Mike Trout, who they just signed to a record-smashing contract. Soon, they could help the cause by promoting outfield prospect Joe Adell. Adell, who won't turn 20 until April 8, hit .290 with an .897 ops while rising as high as double-A last season. His 5-tool abilities paired with Trout would make for a frightening duo. Oakland Athletics, LHP Jesus Luzardo surrendered 1 earned run with 15 strikeouts in 9.2 spring innings and looked like an emerging ace for the Oakland Athletics. Then, a shoulder injury struck. We found out a lot about him and unfortunately that will be cut short right now, manager Bob Melvin said, per Susan Slusser of the San Francisco Chronicle. I don't know that anyone performed better for us this spring. He could be back in 6 weeks, which means a 2019 breakout is possible. Seattle Mariners, LHP Justice Sheffield struck out 6 in 4 scoreless innings for the Seattle Mariners this spring. The 22-year-old got his MLB feet wet with the New York Yankees in 2018 and should soon be a member of the Mariners' rotation. We're working on a few things, but all 3 pitches are working, manager Scott Servais said of Sheffield in early March, per MLB.com's Greg Johns. Really good slider to finish off some guys. I really like where he's at. Texas Rangers, RHP Hans Krause. If Texas Rangers aren't flush with top prospects or under 25 stars on the big league roster, the next few years could feel long in Arlington. That said, Rangers fans can dream about 20-year-old right-hander Hans Krause, who teases triple digits with his fastball and struck out 62 in 54.2 minor league innings last season. He rose to Loa Hickory and could be on the fast track if he continues his bat-missing ways. Patrick McDermott, Getty Images Atlanta Braves, of Ronald Acuna Jr. After winning NL Rookie of the Year honors in 2018, Atlanta Braves outfielder Ronald Acuna Jr. is on the doorstep of superstardom. The 21-year-old has all the tools to make the jump to hyperspace in 2019. I don't know what that guy's ceiling is, Braves first baseman Freddie Freeman said, per MLB.com's Mark Bowman. He's special. He's going to be fun to watch. I don't think you can really put a cap on his numbers if he stays healthy. Miami Marlins, RHP Sixto Sanchez. After moving from the Philadelphia Phillies to the Miami Marlins organization in the JT Real Muto trade, Sixto Sanchez has a chance to break through in the near term with the rebuilding Fish. The 20-year-old righty posted a 2.51 ERA at high last season before he was shut down with elbow issues. If he can stay healthy, his crackling fastball and plus breaking ball and changeup earn him a justified comparison to a young Pedro Martinez. New York Mets 1B Pete Alonso. Upon winning a spot on the opening day roster, 24-year-old rookie Pete Alonso collected 6 hits, including 3 doubles, in his first 12 at-bats with the New York Mets. Apparently, his nickname is Polar Bear, as confirmed by Mets right-hander Noah Syndergaard and manager Mickey Callaway, via Disha Thosar of the New York Daily News. However, his bat has been anything but frigid in the early going. Philadelphia Phillies, INF, of Scott Kingery. After signing a 6-year, $24 million extension last March, Scott Kingery has been fighting for a role on the Philadelphia Phillies. The Phils are committed to winning now after they signed outfielder Bryce Harper over the winter. Kingery is a reserve player at the moment, but, as Jack McCaffrey of the Daily Times noted, there is reason to continue to project him as an all-star level player, one with spectacular speed and strong middle infield instincts. Injuries or underperformance somewhere should give the versatile 24-year-old a chance to prove it. Washington Nationals, of Juan Soto. Juan Soto was the 2018 NL Rookie of the Year runner-up. He smacked 22 home runs with a .923 OPS in 116 big league games and turned 20 years old October 25. He's a special player on the verge of being something even more special. Along with fellow young outfielder Victor Robles, he could make Nats fans forget about departed franchise icon Bryce Harper, which would be quite a feat. Ron Vasily, Getty Image. Chicago Cubs, INF. Nico Horner's Chicago Cubs farm isn't what it used to be after they promoted a raft of MLB-ready talent over the past several seasons. Still, infielder Nico Horner could soon break through in a thin system. The 21-year-old went 8 for 15 with 3 doubles, 2 triples and 1 home run this spring and will begin the season at AA, which Cubs president Theo Epstein dubbed an aggressive placement, per Mark Gonzalez of the Chicago Tribune. Cincinnati Reds, INF. of Nick Senzel. Nick Senzel hit .310 with an .887 OPS at AAA last season, then hit .308 with 6 doubles in 12 games for the Cincinnati Reds this spring. Still, Cincinnati sent him to the minors for the time being. Insert service time comment here. When he eventually sticks in the show, Senzel could be the Reds' everyday center fielder for an extended period. Milwaukee Brewers, LHP. Josh Hader. Josh Hader was an All-Star and top 10 NL Cy Young Award finisher in 2018 as he averaged 15.8 strikeouts per 9 innings and posted a 2.43 ERA in 81.1 frames. You could argue that's closer to his floor than his ceiling. The 24-year-old has already notched an immaculate inning this season and could soon become the game's most dominant late-inning arm, if he isn't already. Pittsburgh Pirates, RHP. Mitch Keller. Despite a tough spring in which he surrendered 10 runs and 10 hits in 4 innings, Mitch Keller is a key future piece for the Pittsburgh Pirates. The 22-year-old ascended to AAA last season, where he struck out 57 in 52.1 innings and displayed the high 90s fastball and solid curveball, changeup combo of a big league ace. Expect to see him with the Bucks by September or sooner. St. Louis Cardinals, RHP. Alex Reyes. 7 With all the twists and turns in his career so far, Alex Reyes is still somehow just 24 years old. The St. Louis Cardinals righty has undergone surgeries on his elbow and lat muscle in the last 2 years. Every time he appears ready for liftoff, he's grounded on the tarmac. Is this the year he finally reaches the stratosphere? Cardinals veteran Adam Wainwright believes in his upside. Per MLB.com's Jennifer Langosh, he's a phenom. I really believe that. I think he could be a number 1 ace pitcher, and I think he could be a number 1 closer. He's just a complete phenom. He's got ridiculous stuff, and he has got a great head on his shoulders. He wants to learn, and he's a hard worker. We just have to keep him healthy. That's it. Keeping him healthy is making him a superstar. Christian Peterson, Getty Images Arizona Diamondbacks, RHP John Duplantier, the top prospect in the suddenly rebuilding Arizona Diamondback system. Right-hander Jen Duplantier got the call from the Snakes on Monday, per Nick Picoro of the Arizona Republic. The 24-year-old struck out 77 batters in 74 innings last season while rising to Double-A and could soon be a significant piece of the Arizona rotation with a sinking mid-90s fastball and 4-pitch mix befitting an MLB starter. Colorado Rockies INF Brendan Rodgers, the third overall pick in the 2015 draft. Brendan Rodgers didn't win a job with the Colorado Rockies this spring. He did, however, set himself up for future employment and possible stardom in the middle infield, offensively, and I told him this, he's improved from 12 months ago to now, manager Bud Black said, per Patrick Saunders of the Denver Post. Just in the spring training at-bats laying off the breaking ball, not expanding the zone, he's improved. Los Angeles Dodgers, of Alex Verdugo hit .329 in the minors last season before getting a big league call-up this spring. He won an outright spot on the Los Angeles Dodgers opening day roster. The 22-year-old hit a scant 41 home runs in 512 minor league games, but he's an excellent all-around athlete with the skills to make a difference for the two-time defending NL champs. San Diego Padres SS Fernando Tatis Jr. Fernando Tatis Jr. made the San Diego Padres opening day roster with a half-dozen extra base hits in 21 spring games and a possible assist from veteran teammates Manny Machado and Eric Hosmer, who pressured Padres owner Ron Fowler over dinner on his behalf, per ESPN.com's Jeff Passan. Either way, Tatis tallied 3 hits in his first 4 MLB games for the fast-rising Friars. He's not going anywhere. San Francisco Giants. See Joey Bart. The San Francisco Giants will endure a few rocky seasons as they shed the remnants of their 2010-14 even-year dynasty and lurch into a rebuild under new president of baseball operations Farhan Zaidi. One beacon of hope. Catcher Joey Bart. The 22-year-old backstop and no. 2 overall pick of the 2018 draft, posted a .952 ops between the rookie leagues and low last season and now serves as the heir apparent to Buster Posey. Those are big cleats to fill. San Francisco fans hope Bart has it in him. All statistics current entering play Monday and courtesy of Baseball Reference and MLB.com.